2023 is almost over. This year went by so fast, it's ridiculous. In this video, I'm going to be installing the new Ascend Racing shift knob on the BRZ. As you guys know, I have an Ascend Racing shift knob on the Type R, and I love it. It's super heavy, it makes the shifter feel great. And we have a special guest today to help us film. Allie, what are you doing? What are you doing? You want your unicorn instead? I can't do that, that's not good. This car is a mess. This car is a mess, right, babe? Okay, I think you just twist it off. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's a lot more complicated in the 10-gen Civics to remove the shift knob. I mean, the stock knob has a decent weight to it, but this thing is a whole different level. Look at this. This is super heavy. Oh my god. I think the way Aaron designed this, yeah, so it has a pretty big cutout. So it's meant to go over this collar right here, because you guys know you have to lift up to go into reverse. So it should be pretty flush with no weird things sticking out. I'll give it a good squeeze. I don't want to over tighten it. I think it looks pretty good. It covers everything. It's nice and flush. Look at that. That was easy. Okay, let me test this out. Oh my god. Dude, why do aftermarket shift knobs, why do weighted shift knobs make such a difference? Huh, babe? Tell me why. Tell me why they make a difference. And Ellie and I are going to go to Wesley Chapel's Subaru, where I need to pick up some parts. I was going to put on the stock suspension last weekend, and then I realized that I misplaced all the stock bolts because BC Racing provided all of the hardware. There are not bolts, nuts. There are 6 nuts up front, 3 on each side, holding in the top of the assembly. And then there are 2 on each side in the back. So instead of going to AutoZone and like getting some, I don't know, I just wanted OEM stuff, okay? So this gives us a good excuse to hop in the BRZ and go for a drive. Right, babe? You're not going to be sitting here though. Not for a long time. Because you're just a little munchkin. Alright, off we go. Oh my god. Why? Dude, weighted shift knobs are a must. I really should have gotten the windows tinted for her, because that sun just like blares right in her freaking face. So this is the easiest modification I've ever done to a car. You guys saw how long that took. That took 60 seconds. And that's because I was filming. The easiest, quickest modification you can do to your BRZ, hands down. I think the second quickest thing would be like the intake. My god, that intake install, the MST intake install was like 15 minutes. K&N was, I don't know if you guys remember that video, but they didn't send me all the parts, and yeah. But I'm gonna let this car warm up. Oh my god, it just like, it's effortless now. You just give it a little push, and it goes right into gear. So I'm getting on the highway, the car is almost warmed up. I'll show you right here. This is why I need to take these coilovers off. Dude, this is such a bumpy ride. I don't know, I'll talk more about that when I actually take the coilovers off in that video. Anyway, getting back to the shifter, let me try a 5th to 4th downshift. Ooh! Ooh! This thing feels so good. I'll have the link to this in the description. Ascend Racing is a small company that my friend Aaron started up not too long ago. And yeah, like I said, I use his shift knob on my Type R. Absolutely love it. The rest of the shifter is stock on my Type R, and the rest of the shifter on this is stock too, in case you're wondering. Oh yeah! There's something about the 5th to 6th shift in this car that kind of messes people up who don't own it. Like when Vivian drives this, she tells me that she has a hard time going from 5th to 6th, and she doesn't say that when she drives the Type R. So, and I notice it too. I notice it's a little, I don't know, it's like you have to give it a little extra push on the side, because it just, the spring is so tough in here that it just wants to go right back to the middle, you know, in the center, neutral between 3rd and 4th. That's my experience anyway with this. And that 5th to 6th shift felt really good. It just kind of went, like it wanted to go into 6th. I don't know, it amazes me how much of a difference putting on a weighted shift knob makes. Go down to 5th, go down to 4th. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, dude, I can't get over the 5th to 6th shift. It's so good. You know, the one thing I don't like about Subaru's shifters, compared to pretty much my only other experience with Honda, which is Honda. Well, I've had a Corvette and a Mustang too. The Mustang shifter was dog shit. But Subaru's shifters sit really tall. And obviously you can get a short shifter. I'm aware of that. But there's just something about it, I don't know. 5th. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I'm gonna miss the sound of this car. Well, this is what happens when you don't take care of your parts, when you take off your stock stuff. I just spent $18, which, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. $18 on 10 nuts. So there's 6 in the front and 4 in the rear. But now I'll be able to put this car back to 100% OEM stock. This is a really nice dealership, Subaru of Wesley Chapel. Apparently this is brand new. Oh, how you doing, Ellie? She's doing good. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I am looking for a 9th gen SI sedan, another FB6. Dude, the car market, like the used car market, I don't think it's ever gonna go back down. I mean, the prices are absolutely asinine. And I just don't understand how people are gonna ask $15,000 for a 2013 Civic Si with 120,000 miles. That absolutely blows my mind. I'll say it again. I bought my first 2013 Civic Si sedan. It had 38,000 miles on it. I bought it in October 2016 for $14,800. So less than $15,000, 38,000 miles. The car wasn't even broken in. So anyway, I looked quite a bit yesterday, and I only have like 3 or 4 cars tops that I'm looking at. I want to find something that's stock. I want to find something that appears to have been taken care of and not unmolested. And that's really tough, dude. So I found this one here, and this one, and this one. I don't know, guys. Do I really want to go spend like $17,000, $18,000 on a 10-year-old Civic? I don't know about that. What'd you think about that, babe? She's chilling. And I love it when you guys send me cars on Instagram. There have been a few people who have sent me some listings for 9th gens, and I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you guys. But yeah, first step is to put this back to stock and obviously sell it. But maybe, dude, I don't know, maybe I'll put the stock suspension back on and it'll totally change my mind. I forget, it's been so long that I've forgotten how comfortable the car can be with the stock suspension, because my biggest concern is I need a more practical daily. And I am gonna do a video of like the practicality of this car, like a, I guess what do you want to call it, like a 16,000 mile ownership review or whatever. This car is capable of being a decent daily. I mean, you can see right here, Ellie fits in the back and she chills out. But I mean, if I wanted to take Vivian in this car as well, that wouldn't really work. Vivian has a long leg, so I don't even think she would clear that. I think I've accepted the fact that I just provide a different experience on YouTube. I'm not one of those people who goes all out and wide bodies their cars and does all of this extreme stuff, which is very fun to watch. I like watching that, you know, TJ Hunt and Adam LZ and everyone else. But I think I make content just for your everyday Joe Schmo. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a desire to do a bunch of crazy stuff and get 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't care about that. I just make what content I enjoy to make, and that's the way it's gonna be. Ellie, we're gonna do a 4th gear pull bay, okay? It's not like we're gonna get whiplash or anything, but... Aaron, you did a great job with the shifter. This is perfect addition to this car. But yeah, guys, about the economy in general, I mean, the home prices, the interest rates shot through the roof for mortgage rates. Like, nothing basically happened to the housing market. The sellers just stopped selling, because what are they going to do when you go to sell a house? Let's say right now you have a 3% mortgage and you go to sell. Okay, well, let's say if you bought in like 2018, 19, you're going to make a decent profit. But then what are you going to do? You're going to go buy a house and get a 7% interest rate? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Not a lot of people want to sell right now because of that. And also, people are just stubborn as hell. I don't know what it is, but you expected home prices to drop considerably when interest rates went from 3% to, you know, 8% mortgage rates, but that didn't really happen. They just kind of leveled off. The average price of a home has actually gone up year over year. Not by much, by a little bit. It's just crazy, guys. It's so crazy right now. I wish we could go back to 2019. Man, that was a great year. The economy was popping. You could buy used cars for super cheap. You could buy a lot of new cars for decent prices. It's just totally different time. In such a short amount of time, everything's changed. So these are my frustrations, you know, looking for a used car. I just can't. I'm trying to find something that's under 100,000 miles. You know, the lower the mileage, the better. The more mint condition, the better, obviously, but I don't want to spend a ridiculous amount, and I want to buy it in cash. So it's tough. If any of you guys have a good lead on a 9-gen SI sedan, yeah, help a brother out. I'm not really going to be picky on color. I mean, there are some colors that I think I've never had a white car, so I think having a white SI would be cool. Not really sure how I feel about the Dyno Jet Blue. Is that what it's called? I don't know, the blue. Gray, I don't know, I've already had gray. Gray could look fine, could look okay, but it's just kind of it's a dull and boring color in my opinion. Silver, yeah, no thanks. Black, I don't know if I want to deal with another black car. And then red is fine. I don't know how my feelings towards red cars are. I really don't know. I had the Mustang, and the Mustang felt like it should have been red, you know, so it felt like it fit. But I really think white would be the move. And also, you know, I could get a black car. I think black cars are the best to wrap, and then I can get it wrapped in a cool, unique color, like pickle milk, or I don't know, something cool like that. I think getting a 9-gen will be the right move. There's a million things I can do to it. There's a million things I want to do to it that I never did the past 2 times I've had 9-gens. This is just a really small car, and I love it, but I just don't have that urge, that drive to go balls to the wall with this. So it's like I'm making the car payment, I'm paying the insurance on it, I am paying all the maintenance on it, and it just, I don't have an urge to go crazy with it. So it's like, what else? Do I turn it into a track weapon? Or, which, I mean, let's be honest, I've been saying I want to go to the track for years. I haven't done it yet. I will get around to it one day. But, you know, it's just like, this car is just sitting here and wasting away its life commuting to work and back, which is just Like, why don't I get a car that's more comfortable for what I use the car for? Does that make sense, guys? It makes sense to me. Yeah, I didn't know this video was going to turn into me talking about this stuff, but